Alright, so this is an introduction to marketing. In this video, you're going to be shown the different GRAPA websites, the websites used to generate email ads. We're going to go over Smartsheet, marketing procedures, and other programs that we use. This is an introduction to the GRE website. The GRE website, the GRE stands for GRAPA Regional Events. This is where our regional event information is posted. Regional events are also referred to as venues. Venues are a specific place where people from different companies come together and attend training. So we'll have venue events in Dubai or in Cape Town. There's two versions of the GRE website. There's the production site, which is what the visitors will see when they view the website. And this is the URL for that. And there's the development site, which is what we use to make our edits to the websites and web pages. And here's the URL for that. There's two ends of the GRE development page. It's important that you remember it's the development page. There's a front end, which is what the visitors will be seeing when they visit the website. This helps us get an idea of what they're going to be seeing once we make our edits and changes to certain web pages. And this includes a hidden menu for us to just make edits, opposed to entering the back end, which is where we also go to make edits for the website. And to access the back end, you will use this administrator /administrator, and you'll enter that in after this URL. So we're gonna go to the GRE site. First, we're gonna visit the development site for GRE. So that's grapajuma6.info /GRE/. Alright, so this is the front end of the development site for GRE. So you can see we have our menu items. There's a banner listing the different cities of our different events. Alright, so we're going to go to our hidden menu. And this is the place we go to make quick edits and changes. So remember, you're going to type in hidden menu after the / after GRE to access the hidden menu. So we're going to log in. We're logged in, and here we are. So let's select a page here. Actually, let me just explain this to you. On our menu, we have our different events listed. So Dubai, we're going to Dubai in October. We're going to open this. We'll have a page for the city information, and we'll have menu items for the classes that are taking place for that certain venue. So let's go to the city info page. And here it gives the information, and also has a chart of the classes, a form that will allow you to express your interest in the class. And let me show you how the hidden menu actually works. It's not letting us, so this page probably isn't accessible. We'll do it here. So you'll go in the corner on the right, and it'll allow you there we go. Just being a little slow. And it'll take you to this page where it'll have everything on that page, and you can type something in, make your change, click save. And here you can see on your toolbar you have different options to put in pictures, links. So you can change copy, change images. straight from the hidden menu on the front end. So we're going to cancel. Now I'm going to take you to the back end of the GRE site. So we're going to type in administrators. Oh, if I can type it right. Not even. Alright. And we'll log in, and you'll have your own login. Alright, so this is the back end of the development site. So let's select an article. An article will be a web page that you're using on the website. So if we need to make changes to information on a city info page, we can go here, select article, and it'll bring us here, which is a list of the pages. So we can, let's go in 2015 upcoming events. Right, just wait for it to load. Alright, and here it'll take you to another place where you can make edits. So we have that same toolbar. Alright, so we're going to close out of this. After you make your edits too, you want to save. Make sure that you save. Alright, so that was the back end of the development site. So we went through the front end and we went through the back end, the hidden menu from the front end. So let's go to the production site just to give you a look at that. So there's a new URL, not Joomla 6. Be sure that you are keeping track of which site you are using. If you are on the production site or development site, this is important when making changes or linking certain forms to ads or to the website. Alright, so this is the actual production website. Alright, so that was your introduction to the GRE. This is an introduction to the Okra website. Alright, OCRA stands for Online Certification for Revenue Assurance. This is where information for the online certification courses for revenue assurance are posted. There's two versions of the OCRA website that we will be using. There's the production site, which is what the visitors will see when they view the site, and this is the URL for that. And then this is the development site, which is what we are going to be using to make the edits to the website and web pages. And this is the URL for that development site. And as you can see, the URLs are a lot different. And this is the site we use to make those edits. Now, there's two ends of the development site before we hit production. There's a front end, which is what the visitors will see when they visit the website. Oh, sorry. And this includes a hidden menu to make edits easier than it would to make edits on the back end. And the back end is where we go to make edits to the website. But they're both very useful, the hidden menu and the back end administrator, and I will show you how. Alright, so let's visit the Okra website. Alright, so we'll just first we will go to the development site for Okra. So as you can see, this is the URL for that. So this is the front end of the development site. And to access the hidden menu to make edits, just type in hidden menu after the /, and it will take you here. So I'm already logged in. And here you can see there's a little icon over here. This allows you to make edits directly on the front end of the development site. So here you have your toolbar. You can insert images, links, change the font, everything that we'll need to do. So I'll just cancel out of that. So that's the hidden menu. Here you'll see the menu bar over here. We have our home page, certification, information on certification, program information, curriculum, lists all of the courses for the online classes. So you can click on one of these and it'll take you to the course page. And here it'll give a week at a glance, just information about what will be taught, a register button, and this links you to a form to fill out. So if you're a student and you want to take the class and you're interested, you'll click on that button and it'll take you here. You'll fill out the fields and we'll receive that form. And we'll be making edits to those forms in these web pages, and we'll have to be keeping up to date with the information as it comes, but this is where you'll come to make those changes. So here you'll see under the curriculum it says get ready, and under that menu it says get ready checklist. This is a checklist that the students and that we have to go through before any of the online classes start to make sure that they're fully set up and ready to take the class. Here's just another one about GRAPA. There's an upcoming event schedule. And here I'll show you on this menu you are able to click your region. So we'll say we're in Chicago, set my time zone. And once I do that, once it loads, you'll see here's a table of all the classes available and what time they will be for me in my time zone. So the dates and the times for all the online classes. So it's very useful for students who are looking for courses to take, especially when they're in different parts of the world. So here we can download the full catalog, which gives you information of the online classes, tuition information, takes you to the page with the tuition information for the online classes. Here we have our Okra classes, and then our online FAR. We have an English and a Spanish class right now. And student portal all the way at the bottom, we're going to want to go into this. This lists the classes that are being taught, and this is where the students will go. Here, we'll click on it. This is where the students go to get a course outline, to enter meet and greets. Meet and greets happen before the online classes start to make sure everything's ready to go. See who's in the class, and to download the slides and to take the tests for the courses. So that is the front end of the development site. Now I'm going to take you to the back end. So we're going to type in that administrator that after the Okra, and that's going to take us to the back end. Here we have a lot more options. As you can see, we have a lot of things to choose from here. So in the back end, we're checking components, we can make changes to forms, to those registration forms that I showed you. we can go directly to a web page, make the changes on the web pages. So here, let me pick one. Okra portal page. So that's our Okra 3 class, and this is taking us to that portal page. If it'll ever go. Give it a second more. Alright. And so here you can see it's kind of the same layout that's in that hidden menu on the front end. So that's why we also have that there. But here we're able to do more on the back end with different things. But we have that hidden menu on the front end, so we can make changes, little changes as we go. Alright, so here you can see you can make those edits. We're going to close out of this because I am done with it. And make sure that you always close after entering an article so that it stays published and accessible, so that other people can make edits if they need to, and that they'll be able to enter that. See here, that means somebody didn't close that out. Alright, so that is Okra. And that is a site that we will be using a lot, so it's very important that you understand all the information, and I hope that you learned a lot. Alright, thank you. So this is an introduction video for the Octave website. Octave stands for Online Certification for Telecoms Fraud. This is where the information for the online certification telecoms fraud courses is posted. Now there's two versions of the Octave website. There's the production site version, which is what the visitors will see when they view the site. This is the URL for that. And the development site, which is what we use to make edits to the website and web pages. And here's the URL for that one. And as you can see, the URL is a lot different than this one because Joomla 6 is the site that we use to make those edits before we move the changes in the migration to the production site. Now there's two ends of the development site, and it's very important that you remember the two ends of the Octave development site. There's the front end, which is what the visitors will be seeing when they visit the website, so this helps us get an idea of what they'll be seeing after we make changes to a web page and things like that. And there's also a back end, and this is where we'll go to make the edits for the website. So to get to the back end, we just type in administrator after the Octave, after the /Octave. So we're going to go visit the Octave site. So we're going to, I believe we're already there, but I'm just going to click on it again. So this is the Octave site, and as you can see, we have our menu items, certification information, program information, curriculum, which lists the courses, get ready. This is a tab that gives you a checklist. If you type in getting ready checklist for the things that you'll need to complete before starting your online class. These are things that we will be working with the students to complete. And then here we have, if you click on the Octave upcoming schedule, you can select a time zone. And once you select your time zone, it gives you a list of the dates and times that classes will be in your time zone. So here you can download the full catalog. Here's tuition information, and this is important, the student portal. This lists the active classes, and this is where the students will go. They'll enter the student portal, and it gives a course outline, and this is where they can enter the classroom, see who's in the class, and download their slides and take the tests. So this is important that we keep all this updated and ready to go for when those classes are. Alright, so I'm going to take you, so this was the front end of the development site. Now I'm going to take you to the back end. So we're going to type in that administrator. And it's going to take us to the back end. So we're going to log in. You'll all have logins. And this is the back end. Here you can select certain web pages, which are articles. So we'll do active schedule. We'll just click on that for an example. Just have to wait for it to load. And then here, so this is the page, and here you can make edits. So we won't make any changes, there's not a lot on this page, but you'll have a toolbar here where you can make edits. So let's get out of this, and now I'm going to take you to the production site. So once we make changes in here and everything's looking good, you'll have an IT person put that change into migration to a production site, and it will show up here. So this is where you can view everything that's actually being seen. And this is the production site. So it looks very similar to the development site, so it's very important that you make sure that you're in the right place when you're making changes. Alright. So that's the introduction. Hope you learned a lot. This is our MailChimp website, and this will be the login page. So here we'll just type in your username and your password. You'll get a username once you start, and the password will always be Chicago1 with an exclamation point, and the C in Chicago will be capital. So let's log in. Alright, over here on the left panel we have a bunch of different options here. So let's start with the first one. This is our campaigns. Campaigns are ads that are being scheduled to be sent, or that are in progress to be sent. So let's just click on one of these. So this is the ad. Alright, next one down is templates. This is what you're going to choose when you first start your ad, is you always choose a template. So here you can see your different template options and create template. And down listed here are a bunch of different templates you can use. Now, when making an ad, you want to be sure to select the drag and drop and not any of the other classic options, because in drag and drop you have more freedom when you make your ads. So let's pick one. So here you can see there's a bunch of different options you can select. There's the edit tool, you can duplicate the block, you can trash it, and over here you have a bunch of different options. Here's your content, so this shows the words in this block. And then, it's in this block actually, so you can change font, size. Over here, in style, you can change color, font weight, font height. And in settings, you can make it 2 columns instead of 1, so you can put your other words over here if you want words on both sides. And over here are the drag and drop options. So if I wanted to add another text box, I can put one there. I can make this bigger. I'll center it. I'll make it black. You can put in more images. And you can upload images or choose images from your library. And you can also choose certain settings for your images as well, like how it's aligned, how you want the margins. Now over here we have a design tab. This shows the design of the whole page. So you can go to page and you could change color, font. This has a lot more of your options here for the entire layout. But if you want to add things in, then you'd go to your content. So let's get out of here. I'll call this test template. And we can exit. So after you pick a template and you put in all your copy and pictures for your ad, you're going to send out some tests. So after you send a test, here, I'll show you how to do that actually. Send test email. Oh, that's not how it's done. You're going to send your campaign. So over here on the right, you're going to have this little toggle. It's going to send campaign. And you're going to send it to the test list. Alright. So I'm just going to put test ignore. And normally what you would do is you would put the name of your campaign here so that you can know and easily access this ad. And then in your subject, this is what you want the tester to see. When you send, you'll normally send it to the marketing manager and they'll okay it. So it'll just say, okay, this is test number blank for this ad. Alright, so let's send it. So you go to confirm, send now, and it'll send. So after you do that and you get your ad approved, after you send a template, it's going to show up in the campaigns. So here you can see that's our test template. And whenever you have an ad that's okayed and you're ready to send it, you're going to replicate it. And then you're going to pick all the options you want. So you'll pick what list you want. So this is when we'll choose from our main access list. You're going to keep the campaign name. And then you're going to actually write a real subject line that has to do with what your ad content is about. So just do a little last minute check of your design, make sure everything's right. And then you're going to confirm. So here, don't press send because then that would automatically send it at that moment. What you're going to do is you're going to press schedule whenever you're scheduling an ad. And you're going to pick the date and any time that you need it. And then you're going to select a batch. Now this batch number should be between the 200 to 300. This is how many people it's being sent to. So these numbers you'll select and different numbers will show up here. Now the list that I've selected don't have a lot of subscribers in that list, so that's why not many are showing here. But once you select a number that you like, you press schedule, and then you are good to go. I'm not going to schedule right now though because it is just a test and we don't need to do that. So let's go back to campaigns. Alright, so underneath templates we have our lists. These are different lists of emails that we have. So these are the people who we send our ads to. Reports shows how many clicks and opens and subscribers, just gives us kind of the details on how well the ad did. This one we don't really use that much. It's just kind of down there, the automation, but you don't have to worry about that one that much. So MailChimp is pretty self-explanatory, easy to figure out, but the best way to work with MailChimp is kind of just get more hands-on experience with the templates. But it's really fun, so hope you learned a lot. So this is Smartsheet. This is what we use to kind of keep track of everything that's going on in a more organized way. For marketing, we have multiple Smartsheets that we use. One of the big ones is our ad development sheet. So this is the marketing ad development sheet, and as you can see, there's a lot in it. So this kind of basically explains the ads that are in the pipe and all their information, and just some kind of checklists to go through before we schedule our ad. So at the top you could read the names. We have the assigned date of the ad name, the time band it's going to be sent to, ad status, so there's a drop down box in this, has been started, has template been chosen, is it in progress, kind of all the way down until sent. Then we have our ad comments. This is kind of just what's going on with the ad. So here for this one, they're waiting on the response for the third testing email. Over here are just some formulas, and you'll see what those are for in a second. Here's just the ad type. Where did we get that ad from? The description of the ad. What is it for? Date to send, week to send, day to send, and date sent. So just kind of in detail. So over here we have another checklist. This is basically all the components that we want to see in our ad. Subject line, headline, anchor image, the main body copy, just everything that we want to include in those, and so we check for those. So if you could see over here, these formulas over here, is where all the links checked. So if that says 4, then that means yes. Where all the dates, location, and times checked, and if it's a 6, then you're good to go. And if the status count is 19, then you're really good to go, because that means that all of your checkboxes have been checked. So next we're going to go to ad tracking. This is what we use after an ad has been sent. This shows us all of the stats of how well the ad did. So here we'll have the ad name, and then just some kind of information on that, and then the bands that it's sent to. We'll list how many subscribers there were, the opens percents, opens number, clicks percents, and clicks number. All this information we can get from MailChimp or Constant Contact. So this is helpful to know what ads generated, what leads, what are people liking, what are people disliking. So this gives us a better handle on how we want to make our ads.